Welcome everyone to Marvel Hub. This is DK Dynamite, and we have some new information in regards to the Avengers Endgame footage that was shown at a Disney shareholder meeting. So this is credited to Scott Ladewig, I believe that's his name, over on Twitter, who I believe originally spoke about the Avengers Endgame footage at that Disney shareholder meeting. So this is exactly what he said. Nebula had a few lines that I didn't mention from the Avengers scene we saw at the shareholder meeting. I'm using quotation marks, but the words may not be exact. Steve, Natasha, and all of them are at HQ trying to figure out how to find Thanos. We hear Nebula say, "I know where he is," and the scene shifts and she steps out of the shadow and comes forward. She says, while he was perfecting me, he would talk about where he, or we, would go when it was all finished. Nebula goes on to say, even disassembled, I wanted to please him, so I would ask Father, where will we go? And his answer was always the same. She then mentions a name or a word, but I didn't catch what exactly it was. Probably the farm or something, if I had to guess. Someone next to her, Rhodey I think, says, nice, Thanos has a retirement plan. And then that's where it picks up with the rest of the scene as I described previously. So pretty interesting detail to add in there, but I think what's most important here is that Nebula and Tony have returned to Earth after the events of Infinity War. And in terms of where Tony is during this scene, he isn't mentioned, so we could assume this might tie into Tony's plan with Scott or Ant-Man as they go back to 2012 to potentially collect the Tesseract or the Space Stone from the Battle of New York. So maybe that's what's happening, or maybe we'll see, similar to Infinity War, sort of a different group of different Avengers at one time going to different places and sort of collecting the Infinity Stones in groups of 3 or groups of 4, and we'll see where it goes from there. But it does seem like the Avengers will be split for a portion of this film before they eventually do come back together as one full team to potentially defeat Thanos with their own Infinity Gauntlet. But on top of that, we also got the confirmation from the Russo brothers that Avengers Endgame is now picture locked, which means the score will be added to it very soon, and the film itself is in the final stages of post-production, which is very exciting to hear, just on time. And we also got this new image of what appears to be Avengers Endgame themed Coca-Cola cans, which are probably going to be hitting the market very soon. So we could expect a heap of marketing as it is the grand finale of Phase 3 of the MCU, or we could say a 20+ film arc that has been going on ever since 2008. But last but not least, I also wanted to bring up Captain Marvel's outfit within Avengers Endgame, and it's a potential first look at what could be her new outfit in comparison to the outfit she was wearing at the end of her own film, Captain Marvel. So you could see some similarities to the suit in this leaked image or this concept art with the footage we saw at the end of Captain Marvel, the post-credit scene where she ends up meeting up with the Avengers at Avengers HQ, and her hair was different, the suit looked a little bit different as well, so expect some differences in her outfit since there has been 20+ years since the events or the ending of her first film, her origin movie. But that's about it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn notifications on to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Marvel news and information. This is DK Dynamite, and peace out everyone.